Hello, top 11 managers around the world. Welcome back to your channel, Mamun Prefer Gaming. Mamun Prefer Gaming Top 11 is the only top 11 channel that provide consistently top 11 content on YouTube. This is the only YouTube channel that provide consistent basis top 11 video speaking in English. So this is your channel, not only my channel. Whether you should subscribe this channel or not, it totally depends on you. I'm not gonna say you. In this video, I'm gonna show you 4 secret tricks for the last day of the season. So if you follow these 4 tricks, you will surely do well in the next season. Trick number 1, do not sell your best 10 players. Keep 10 players in your next season and 10 best player, of course. It is not mandatory for everyone, but it is mandatory for people who wants to apply this trick. First of all, if you keep 10 player and if you keep other players are just 1%, you are gonna get a benefit. I talked about this many times, but this is the last day of the season. I want to remind this once again. You will have benefit when you have only 10 best player and 1 player 1% in the main 11 and also in the bench 1% players. So for these, the benefit I'm going to talk, but before that, for these what you need to do, I'm going to tell. You need to sell your players from the bench and reserve bench who are actually bigger player, who are not 1 or 2% player. So you will have to sell your all bigger players who are on the bench or who are on the reserve bench, whatever it is. But you are gonna take 10 best player, that means 10 humongous players and just 1% players in your main 11, and nobody, no giants should be in your bench and reserve bench. By only bench, I mean substitution bench. So these players, you can keep 7 players, 3, 3, 6 and 1, 7. So 7 players you can keep on your bench and others reserve players. So these players should be all on percent. If you can do it, if you can make like these, you will get benefit in different sort of events. Like in the next season, guys, I know that you're gonna say this is not working. Yes, I'm not saying this is for Champions League or Cup or other tournaments. I'm saying this is for events, guys. So if you want to win different sort of events, let's say King of King events, and also let's suppose there will be another event. So both these events will give you like 60 to 120 token, guys. So 120 token, that's a lot of token, guys. You cannot have these amount of tokens in anywhere except the football association. So you will have to understand the importance of events. So if you want to win these events, you will basically have to focus on this trick. So if you keep 10 of your players and other players are 1%, this will make your team actually the smaller one, compared to your actual 11. It can reduce like 10 to 15% even, 10 to 15% even it can reduce. So once you start an event, you are gonna be 10 to 15% smaller. Once you join the tournament or events, and when you start playing the event, you will have to just buy that single player. That's it. You just need to buy that single player and you're gonna be really 10 to 15% bigger. This way can be very similar to your the top class opponent. So this way you can simply win those events. So this is what you need to do. Trick 2, keep your remaining team play drills for the next season. Now, I always talked about these in training tricks, but this is the last day of the season. I must remind you that you should save your team play drills. Let's say you already finished all of your important tournaments you own or you already lost. You don't need to spend your remaining team play drills, right? You have some team play drills. Let's say 2, 3, 6, 10, 15, even more if you have. So you should not use them. They can be saved. I mean, you can keep them safe and you can get them next season again. So it is important to keep them for the next season, and then next season will be easier for you if you have a lot of team play drills. If you look at my team play drill list, you will see that I already have a lot of team play drills available. The thing is, I have finished all my tournaments today, and I have just one match, which is Super Cup, and I'm gonna win it as well because I have done already my training 74 by 74. So guys, I'm not gonna use these team play drills for this season. I believe I don't need to spend anywhere. This is the last day, and I'm gonna keep all these. Look at these team play drills, massive team play drills. They can be really handy in next season if you have giant teams, if you want to increase your team play form to max, like 74 plus 76, 78 if it is possible. So you need these sort of drills for sure. So you're gonna keep all these drills, and don't really get scared that if you keep them they're gonna be lost. Not like this. Many of you are asking about this, but let me clear it. So far top 11 is actually storing them and keeping them for the next season as well. But I don't know about future. In future, maybe they can also take away all these remaining team play drills, because they may think that this is not profitable if you keep and save them, and then you will not buy any more team play packs. But this is just my assumption, and there is no plan of top 11 also like these. So you can feel free, and let's feel positive, and we can store these for next season. Trick number 3, train your player till they are fully tired. Now, many of you who are old manager, you already know it. So even if you know, my job is to remind you guys. So for the last day, I mean, this is the last day of the season. So now you can, after finishing all your matches, you can simply train and train and train till they are tired. That means till they are 30, 29. So you can train while they are 30 even, but when they are below 30, you cannot train them, and they get red. As you can see, these players 31%, you can still train this player. You're going to train this player as well, but 27, 28, 29 you cannot train after that, right? After 29 to 1% or 0% you cannot train. So these case, for the last day, after finishing all your matches, you're going to train all of your players, guys, all of your players except 1% players. Yes guys, except 1% players. You're going to train all of your players, or if I say precisely, I should say all of your retained player. The players, they are going to perform next season, they're going to retained for the next season. You will have to train them to 29 or less than that if it is possible. So 30 is the last margin. You can train a player who is 30, and after that you cannot train him. So if you can train all of these players, like making them tired, this will help you to gain some of the percentage. Remember guys, every season you lost 20%. So you will have to keep in mind, this player, if you look at this player, for an example, he is 178%. If you train him till he is red, till he is 29, if you train him like this, he may get 180%. Just for example, if he is 180%, next season he is going to be 160%. But what if you do not train? He is going to be next season 158%. So 2% less. If you train like these, all of your players like these, 2%, 1%, then together your team will be bigger than if you would not train, Even if you increase your team 1%, 2%, these 2% will be bonus for you in the next season, because you are going to be 2% bigger, these 2% bigger. So it is very, very handy, and you will have to train, as next season it's going to refresh, and all of your tired player instantly. Trick number 4, do not sign up King of King too early. Now, King of King event arrived a bit earlier. I mean, before ending the season, you are getting this event, to join, and this is going to start. I mean, this tournament is going to start in the next season. So it's too early. So what you are going to do, you are not going to sign up this season. There is a chance of getting you mighty opponent if you sign up now. So on the last day or before the last day, you are not going to sign up this. You're going to sign up this event once you start a new season. So once you start a new season, because once you start a new season, you're going to be 20% reduced. As I said earlier, you are going to be 20% less. As soon as you get 20% less, you will have to join this tournament, and once you join the tournament and start the tournament, you will have to buy that remaining one player, or you'll have to increase your percentage very, very quickly, and this way you're going to be bigger than other opponents. You'll have to take this opportunity. But if you sign up earlier, it may give you the team percentage. I mean, it may count the percentage that you have right now. Can you believe it? You have a big team now, and they're gonna count like this, and they're gonna give you opponent like this. And once you start the tournament and start this event, you are gonna be 20% less. So your opponent can be like 140%, and you can be like 120% or 110%. It could be disastrous for you. So you are not gonna take this chance. You are gonna sign up the tournament as soon as the season starts.